Welcome, everyone, to the home of the War Chant, Osceola, Renegade, and the Florida State Seminoles, a place simply known to some as the Dome. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Virginia Cavaliers taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Cavaliers will put total leather and we'll get started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll operate out of split backs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Floats it out in space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. And the Noles racing to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Looking downfield, it's Sperry. Right down the middle. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. They'll give it to the back. Powers through the defender. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
On the run, it's Dupree. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions questions to be answered. Trying to get it to the marker. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, I'm 4th and 2. I'm looking at my offensive line. I'm like, you got to give me just a little slither. Great job by the offensive line, blocking up just enough to get the first down, running physically downhill. That's all you want on those 4th and 2 situations.
And the Cavaliers getting set on 1st and 10. The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, you got to love what you're seeing from this offense here on this drive so far, because 5 straight runs. They ran on 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th down, and they just did it again. So right now, they're trying to be the more physical side.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They've been running it, but now the pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Cooper. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game, because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
To the ground with the back. Past the sticks, and he may get more. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cavaliers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Gets the back moving. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cavaliers. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Making side adjustments here. Off play action on 1st down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
And the Seminoles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. To the air. It's Glenn. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. And tackled there by the defense.
Great job by the receiver catching that curl route. And did you see the way he came back to the football? That's a great lesson for a lot of young receivers out there. You create separation by coming back to the quarterback.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. We've reached the end of the period. It's Virginia holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. The Seminoles will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and take it back. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Garcia. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Going to swing it on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Garcia. Past the 40. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's McGee. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's McGee. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
And the Cavaliers are flying down the field. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Shoves back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. The toss to the right. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Motion from the back. Back to pass. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got his man. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And this one splits the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Vanderbilt is going to walk off the field there in Nashville with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass, it's Glenn. Sends it downfield. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Going for it all. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
The Seminoles are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Noles! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Yeah, that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The short hands, it's McGee. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out. You see it. Keep outside leverage and go make us tackle in space on a guy that's used to breaking tackles, used to making plays.
Oh, he wants it all. Finds a spot in the middle. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. They'll rip off 8 on that play in 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Fires downfield. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
If they're able to make that pick, they're wiping points off the board. But because he dropped it, now it's 4th down, and of course, they're still in field goal range with an opportunity to score 3.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the 1st down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe in you.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking for a man. It's Glenn. Rifles it down the middle. Makes the grab inside the 30. Open spaces. Touchdown, Florida State. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of the defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the 2nd half.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Steps away. Looking down the left side. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense. You're late in the 1st half. They're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Seminoles will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the 1st half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense...
Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's McGee. Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games. That loses games. That is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Back to throw, it's Glenn. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions. From go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Ball security always paramount. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. Just picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown Seminoles. The defense gets it done with a huge interception return.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Courtney. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Sends it back in motion. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Hardy. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Garcia. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looking to throw for it. Quick completion on the out route. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Wants to throw it. Fires to the middle. And wings it incomplete.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game. And someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They'll bring him down at the 15-yard line as he made some hay after picking off that pass.
We're coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter. Quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
These are the plays that don't show up in the stat books, right? Like a great job. Look at him. He does an awesome job. Instead of taking the sack, clearly wanted to throw the football, scrambles around, get some positive yards. It doesn't go down as a huge gain, but these are the plays that get you W's.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Quarterback just trying to spit it out to his running back in the flat there, but the defender all over him. As soon as he caught that football, he went down for a loss.
It'll be third and long. To the air, it's Sperry. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Noles will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks it in at the 40. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So the first play of the drive starting here from the 45. They'll start this drive going to the air. They get to him as he throws. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Second interception of the day for the Seminoles. It's like they've run a secondary out there with Deion Sanders, Terrell Buckley, and Lee Corso.
And what does Deion say? You know, look good, feel good, play good, get paid good. These guys in the secondary making plays. This man might have made himself some money at the next level.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. And the Seminoles will hustle to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Finding an escape route. Gets it past the marker. Finally out of bounds at the 21-yard line after the big run.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Using his feet to buy time. Quick strike complete.
They're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against a guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Gives it on the option. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They'll try to start this final period by putting a 3 spot on the board. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is extended a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pickup. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And the defense registers their first sack, and they're bringing pressure from the second level. They're going to do a really good job in this game changing up the looks, trying to confuse this offensive line, and they did it there.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Still looking on the move. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. That big fella up front just won his one-on-one battle and got to the quarterback.
And that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to beat the guy in front of you, and great job by using your hands, getting by that first initial guy, and then getting to the quarterback. And the hard part a lot of times is getting him on the ground. Nice job by the big lineman.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? And if they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Makes the catch right at the 50. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting...
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, there's no quitting this defense, I'll give them that. Obviously, they're trailing here late in the game. It seems like the opponent's going to win, but still, they've got guys out there playing the way they're coached to play. They're playing with outstanding effort, trying to make plays to claw their team back in the game.
Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Looking downfield on first down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. A strike downfield. He was Wilson's setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Going for 6. And that one is picked up in the end zone. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
It doesn't get any better from your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Looking to throw, it's Glenn. It's on target and complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Noles want to move quickly. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. Turning it on. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the...
Gets away from one, finds room. Touchdown, Noles! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. Ohio is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Peden Stadium, but the Bobcats have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 6 over Eastern Michigan. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got him downfield. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
I give the tight end a lot of credit for holding on to the football. I know he's a big guy, but he just got whacked.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. Intercepted deep in his own end. Looking for more room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
To throw, it's Glenn. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Glass. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up 2nd down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Got room at the 35. Touchdown, Florida State. And they take it in for 6 more points. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. There he goes. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
Dropping back, it's Glenn. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hooks. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And the Seminoles moving quickly to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Throws toward the end zone. Makes the catch. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's going for the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Wants to throw on 1st down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he is brought to the ground, and that's how we'll wrap this one up. This one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.